So Nathan, the first half term's out of the way. How did it go from a foundation point of view?
I think it was a tough one, but we always knew it was going to be. I think we've done as best as we possibly could in the situation that we find ourselves in, and everyone else finds themselves in. I think the support of like the local community and schools, and kids and parents and fans has massively helped us. I think without them, we definitely wouldn't be where we are now at this point, ready to kick on again.
And what's been different from a foundation point of view over the last couple of months?
Face masks. Lots of face masks, lots of hand cleaning, lots of policies, lots of procedures, the same as every other business. Missing some of the school sessions, not being able to go in of no fault of anyone's. But we've missed being in with the kids as much as we were maybe before lockdown, but we're back in now. We're back in 6, 7 schools, working with kids, and touch wood, everything's starting to go a little bit back normal.
How proud are you of the whole sort of foundation team and the way they've adapted to things over the last couple of months and made it work?
Well, I couldn't be proud of them. Don't get me wrong, being stuck in an office with Dylan and Andy isn't sometimes the easiest thing in the world, but they've worked the socks off. Steve's doing absolutely loads behind the scene, keeping us afloat, and they deserve massive credit, all the lads. They've all helped each other throughout it, which was what we're about really, from club level, supporting them, all the way from Jeff to people working within the foundation. I think we've stuck together, and without doing that we wouldn't be here.
A lot of programmes running as well, a lot of support from the community, as you touched on before, but for people who aren't involved in the programmes at the minute, what would you say to them, and which programmes would you sort of highlight?
Get involved. Get involved, simple answer. We've got stuff running from stuff for 3-year-olds all the way through to 12s and 13s at Skill School. Holiday courses from 5 to 12s. I think the biggest difference is this time has allowed us to really think about how we're running things, the content within sessions, and I see the level of content and coaching that the kids are getting at a pay-as-you-play session almost is really, really high, and you don't really get that in this area of the country, I don't think, anyway. So come and have it a try, and I'm pretty confident once they come to one, they'll keep coming.
We've got some new teams this year as well. Some of them came from some of the sessions, the likes of Thinkers and Movers and Mini Mariners as well. That must fill you with a lot of pride as well.
It does, yeah. When we come in, I first come in a couple of years ago, that was the aim, that we had that conveyor belt of players coming through from the little ones all the way through to potentially first team in many, many years. But yeah, it's nice seeing them develop from the mad little ones that we got as 3-year-olds to them putting the kit on and playing for Shields on Saturday. It's good.
And over the next few weeks and months, what should we expect from the foundation?
For us to speed everything up. So we've got some big news coming up around early years. That will allow us to maybe branch out a lot wider than this part of the country. We've got a skill school which is absolutely flying. We've got some exciting news for the players in there around some of the things that are going to happen. The Mini Mariners, they're going to start to be prepared for under-7s next year. My to-do list is absolutely massive, but I'm glad it's going back to a big to-do list. Yeah, it's exciting, very, very exciting. The one thing I would ask now is the local schools and local nurseries to trust us that we're getting it right in terms of how we're handling COVID, and let's get back in and let's get these kids going and giving them the best possible PE, football, extracurricular stuff that we can as a community, not just a foundation.